Because who looked at the boobs of a cow and was like, you know what, buddy,
I want to squeeze those udders.
I'm going to drink it. I wonder how many islands are out there that humans have just never touched.
Well, less now that Mr. Beast is on YouTube.
Yes, we're getting strip clubs and gaming again.
Hello and welcome to That Goes Awesome, the only podcast where everything goes awesome. How are you doing, Christian?
I'm so fine, dude. You charged the couch before I even had a chance to sit down. Like, I was up here as you were saying the intro.
What's better than the last time I did the intro, I just jumped onto the couch while I was doing it.
True.
And then I had a pirate voice.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, then you said, don't act like it's a pirate voice.
It's not a good pirate voice.
Why are you wearing glasses?
So I can see.
But you don't usually wear glasses.
No, I need to get more used to wearing them. Because, like, actually, I see perfectly fine without them. I just see better. It's like 1080p and 4K.
4K is better.
4K is better. You're right.
But 4K drains your battery faster.
4K does drain your battery faster.
Do you feel like your glasses drain your battery faster?
Honestly, yes. Because, like, they kind of make my eyes hurt where I'm not used to wearing them. But I can see everything so clearly. Which is the point of glasses, admittedly.
My thing is, I've never wore glasses.
Dirty, though.
So I don't know if I need glasses, but also, how do I even know if my vision's good?
See, if you don't think you do, you probably don't. Because my situation was, I feel fine. I can see perfectly fine. I've had these glasses for a little over 2 years now, and I, like, never wear them, obviously. But, one day I was playing a game. I was playing Hades on my PlayStation. And, like, I was playing about, like, 10 feet away from my TV, and there were some small words that popped up, and I just could not read them. And I was like, I probably need glasses. And then I went and got it checked, and, like, I learned that I do have 20/20 vision, which is, like, about as good as it gets, but my doctor said if I'm not looking perfectly straight, my eye muscles weaken. So, like, the more
that's interesting.
Yeah, the more I look around, the worse my vision gets. So if I look that way, it's not going to be, like, as good.
I don't see. My thing is like I was saying, I don't think I need glasses, but how would I know? It's the same thing we talked about, like with colors. How do I know if I see the same color as you do? I mean,
I know, yeah. You technically don't, because like I don't need glasses, but I've got them. I'm sure most people are like that, honestly.
But you see, I have this thing where I brought it up to Carly one time, and she thought I was like crazy. I was like, I see a lot of dots everywhere, but, like, all the time.
I get that. I feel that way a lot.
Like black dots.
Black dots is bad.
Oh.
That's not good. I see colorful dots.
What do you mean? Okay, that sounds worse.
I don't know.
Why
One of the two of us is going blind.
But, like, I feel like I've seen those dots, like, all my life. It's kind of like my eye has just been scratched.
That's not good.
Okay, that's probably being, like, hyperbolic, but still, like, I mean, I don't know what that means, because, like, if I look around, look back and forth, I see stuff. It's just, like, floating in the ether.
Yeah, that's not normal.
I mean, but it might be. I don't know.
Because, like, I mean, there's that thing where if, like, you close your eyes and you see, like, the colorful demons coming at your face.
Yeah, I do that. It's like that, but my eyes are open.
Yeah, that's not good. You should probably go.
I've never been to an eye doctor.
Really? I have only been the one time. Because, I mean, they did that thing back in, like, elementary school where they would frequently pull you off to the side.
But, like, I can read fine. Yeah. It's not like...
I can, too.
Yeah, it's not like I can't read stuff from far away. It's that, like, it might be blocked by, like, a black splotch.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, but they're tiny dots.
It's like when you're playing Mario Kart and the squid gets
you. Yeah, that's what my vision looks like 24/7.
But, like, playing the game was the only really thing that, like, tipped me off. Because, like, once I put the glasses on, I realized what was going on. Because I really do see perfectly fine. But, like, the first time I was, like, driving with my glasses on and saw that, like, literally every single sign is, like, completely clear and stuff like that, it was kind of odd. Because I was like, man, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that wear glasses, and, like, I'll put on their glasses, and it hurts so bad. Because, like, everything's just like, ugh!
I like having them but not needing them. Because it's a superiority complex to the people who have them and need them. Because, like, I can do this and be fine. And they can't do that because they're all losers. But yeah, similar to people who use umbrellas, if you have glasses, you are a loser. Okay, I actually thought of an exclusion. I thought of an exclusion to the umbrella rule. Okay. Because, like, you know, we're always complaining about umbrellas and stuff like that. There is a very important thing that I forgot to ever think about when it comes to umbrellas, which is Rihanna.
That's not where I was going to go, but yeah, sure.
No, yeah. Without umbrellas, we wouldn't have Rihanna's Umbrella song.
I mean, there are a lot of umbrellas in pop culture, in like music videos and just all kinds of stuff like that.
The main villain for most of the Resident Evil games is the Umbrella Corporation.
I thought you were going to say sword swallowers.
Why would I have ever mentioned that? What does that have to do with umbrellas?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot of sword swallowers swallow umbrellas.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Do they turn it, open it in the middle of the mouth?
I remember this old show. I don't really know much about it, but it was like 1,000 Ways to Die or something like that. And there was a specific episode dedicated to a sword swallower who swallowed an umbrella and then it opened.
That's not good.
No.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do it. But yeah, I've seen sword swallowers swallow umbrellas.
I've seen a sword swallower put a sword in his mouth and then pull it out with the sheath on, which is really funny.
What?
He already had swallowed the sheath. And he put the sword in there and came out with the sheath on, which is very cool.
Man, I don't get sword swallowers.
Where does that come from?
Like, you mean like who just did it first?
Happy Pride Month, sword swallowers.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. First of all, who did it first? Say like similar to milking a cow. Because who looked at the boobs of a cow and was like, you know what, buddy?
I want to squeeze those udders.
I'm gonna drink it. Like, that kind of stuff never makes any sense to me. But I'm so glad they did that because milk is incredible.
Yeah, we know. There's probably other good examples of stuff like that we could think of. Because, yeah, like, literally, who was the first guy to just be like, man, I want to squeeze those udders and drink it? And why does somebody just shove a sword down their throat? That had to be scary for the first guy.
Who was the first person to milk an almond?
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing for other animals.
Yeah, like, I think it applies to literally everything. There's who's the first person to do literally anything, and it feels weird?
Yeah.
You know? Like, who was the first person to, like, think about cell phones? Not cell phones specifically, but telephones in general.
I was thinking the other day about, like, the internet and how I just don't understand it.
No, yeah, like, if you ask me how a computer works and how they all give me access to the internet, I don't get it.
Yeah, okay, but, so, obviously somebody somewhere developed the internet.
Yes.
So, it is, like, an invention, but my question is, like, is it just a thing? Like, is the internet something that was, like, always going to be found some way? Because no, listen.
I'm sticking with you, but I'm getting a little confused.
Stick with me. Because like my question it stems from, so let's say in America, like whoever invented the internet,
okay.
They made it and then they like make all these devices that are able to connect to it. But how does like a completely separate nation also create like their technology where it joins our internet? Because we have people all around the world that can just connect and we can talk to like just like that, and it's on the same internet.
Yeah, the internet is like one massive conglomeration.
Okay, and that's what I don't understand. How is it one massive conglomeration? Because not every country invented the internet at one time. So is it just like somebody creates all the technology and then they like send a request form if they can join the internet? Do you know what I'm asking?
I get what you're saying, but like I don't have the answer.
I'm not asking you for the answer.
It's like also like how different the internet probably looks on like literally any other country that doesn't speak English.
You think so?
Because like there's a lot more going on. Because like only recently like Twitter started doing that thing where it allows like you to easily see like all countries on one homepage and auto translates them, which is really cool. But, like, that makes me think about all the, like Japanese accounts and stuff like that I just, like, didn't see because they were speaking Japanese, but now they auto-translate to English.
Yeah, the internet is just so confusing because it is just, like, one platform. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of
platforms on the platform.
Yes, and there's so much to it, but, like, it is just one platform, so how does everybody join the same platform?
I don't know. It's too much.
If it was invented at different times for different nations, I don't know. Maybe there has to be some type of answer out there.
I don't understand like anything about how things come to be because like even like language, that doesn't make sense to me because like how do you describe what a word means without the words to describe it?
It's kind of the same thing as colors.
Yeah, because like now we know what blue is, But how did the first person describe it as blue? Did he just point at it and go blue, and we just took his word for it? I don't get it. I don't understand any of that.
Yeah, or even more abstract than that, or less abstract, like objects. If I'm like pillow, I just pillow, and then you know that this is pillow.
I get that, but here's what really confuses me when it comes to language.
Yeah.
It's like all of the words that have to come together to form a sentence. Like, how do you explain what as is? How do you explain what is, and that kind of stuff? That makes no sense to me, because an object, sure, you can point at it and be like, pillow, but this is a pillow. How are they going to know what this is a means? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was my struggle when I had to take Spanish. It's always like those conjunctions.
Exactly. And like, where did those come from?
I don't know. Language is confusing.
Yeah, and there's so many different ones. So everybody's been through it at some point, having to come up with these, just make up words. I mean, that's all language is. It's a whole bunch of made up words. But...
And there's like hundreds of languages.
Exactly.
There's so many. I guess that's because everybody's like, there's so much separation. So some people who are just so far away, they like just had to make their own language, and they didn't even think about stuff like that because they didn't care about what other people were thinking or were saying.
I think it's really funny whenever we've got languages that are like super close together, because how did that come to be?
What do you mean?
When there's like a whole bunch of languages, like Italian and Spanish, use a lot of like the same word, but they're two completely different languages. Did somebody from Spain just like go there and be like, "Yo,
like, yo, I got some ideas.
Here's like, this is a pillow," and the Italians are like, "Write that down."
I mean, it had to be right. It had to be people either coming from both, or like going into both, or like different colonies. I don't know. I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I really don't.
One that really confuses me is Chinese versus simplified Chinese.
Well, I have no idea in all actuality, but my guess would be there's Chinese and then there's American Chinese because we're dumb.
That's probably true. It's probably like there's like the old Chinese and then there's like the new one that's like, because like if you look at like, I could be going completely wrong here, but this feels like my experiences in life. If you look at like Japanese versus non-simplified Chinese, the like symbols are much more complicated compared to like to Japanese.
Okay, well, my question, so there's languages that use like the similar alphabet.
Yeah.
So talking about how some languages have similar words, how can so many have such similar languages? Because so many use like the, I'll say, American alphabet, but like obviously there's some differences like between all of them. But like Spanish, for the most part, we use the same alphabet.
Yeah, how did we come to use the same alphabet?
If we're using the same alphabet, why don't we just use the same language?
That's exactly right. See, this is the most white people think we could be talking about right now, but it truly does confuse me. Like, language has always been one of those things that I've struggled to comprehend, because like, we're born at a time when language is so normal. But even just thinking about being a kid, I feel like I've always known how to speak, but that wasn't true. You're too young to learn that, to know that you learned how to speak, almost, you know?
Yes.
Like, you know how to speak before you learn.
Because, wait, so even like Russian uses like almost a similar alphabet to us, right?
Not gonna lie, I've got no clue. I wouldn't be shocked.
But the only one, like, I can think of Japanese and Chinese, they're completely different.
Yeah, they use like symbols.
Yeah. And I guess Korean.
I mean, a lot of Japanese words, like the symbol is the whole word.
Yes, that's cool.
Which is very cool.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
That'd be dope.
Because we're not artistic enough.
They also like read and write from right to left, which is like throws me off sometimes. What is happening?
What side of the road do they drive on?
Almost everyone, I think, unanimously drives on the left side of the road.
Did we just want to be different?
I think that's kind of the American way, because we also have like the metric system and stuff like that, and like everybody else didn't do that. It's just like
the metric system is so dumb, by the way.
It is.
When you learn about the system that other countries use, it makes so much more sense than what we do. Like, why do we do that?
I don't know. I really do think it has something to do with like I think early Americans got so caught up in the idea of independence that they were like, let's be different. Let's be different. And that is how we are who we are today. And
every way they could be different, they were.
It ended up hurting us in a lot of ways, because now it's just like we're too different from the rest of the world.
You know, I bet like declaring independence would be fun as hell, though.
I mean, no, yeah, dumping a whole bunch of tea into the ocean sounds awesome.
Dude, like, what's stopping us from doing that, though?
We're gonna get a whole bunch of like Earl Grey and just go on like a raft into the lake. Just start dumping it in.
Maybe not necessarily the tea, but what's stopping us from just becoming independent?
Probably the government at this point.
Okay, but could me and you just make our own country if we wanted to? Because there are countries inside of other countries.
Yes, that is true.
So we don't have to worry about like being landlocked by another country.
A lot of it comes down to unclaimed land. If we found unclaimed land, we could be like, this is... What would we call it?
Awesometopia?
Awesometopia is awful.
I don't know. That's all I got.
That goes country.
That goes country.
Country goes awesome.
CGA.
There we go. Now we're thinking. We gotta get on this.
The Republic of TGA.
We're geniuses. We need to make this happen.
I mean, I'm sure we could find an island that has nobody on it.
For sure. I wonder how many islands are out there that humans have just never touched.
Well, less now that Mr. Beast is on YouTube.
Dang it, Mr. Beast.
Dang it.
But like, that's also another thing that I've thought about a lot.
Mr. Beast?
No. The concept of like uncontacted tribes.
Yeah.
Because, like, I get it, but also it's crazy to me that, like, the uncontacted tribes still, like, live, like, the same way they did hundreds of years ago.
I don't know if they're necessarily uncontacted, but probably more like unbothered.
That's more what it is. It's just more like you don't contact them.
Yeah,
like,
it's not like they haven't, but you just don't.
I've seen, like, stuff online about, like, different islands and stuff, and it's like, hey, if you go here, they will kill you. And that's, like, really scary.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, like, you're messing with them. It has, like, you deserve to be killed almost, but...
I might just be completely making this up, but I feel like I remember reading about, like, Somalia. It's, like, country on northeast Africa, on, like, the crest. And, like, there was just a bunch of people that, like, I guess were, like, an old tribe, and they just were, like, pirates, basically.
Yeah, no, the Somalian pirates are, like, a big thing. If you go anywhere near there, like, on the ocean, you're screwed. Like,
yeah, they would just attack people.
Yeah,
just cause.
Modern pirates are actually like legitimately terrifying because they're just old pirates but with modern technology, and I don't think anyone gives them credit for that. Cause I've seen a lot of people on TikTok just be like, "Oh yeah, a small boat of pirates pulls up against a cruise ship. We got them crazy outnumbered." The majority of you don't have guns.
That's true.
Just putting that out there. They've probably got a lot more on that boat than you have on the cruise ship.
And the majority of people just don't know what to do. They're not trained for anything.
Exactly. Like, all it's going to take is a handful of Somalian pirates to take down a cruise ship.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with Somalian pirates.
No. I don't want to mess with any pirates, really.
No.
We need to be pirates.
We should.
But not like the bad kind.
No,
we should be like Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
I was going to ask what's the good version of pirates.
Peter Pan. You
yeah.
feel me? Like,
but what do? We just go around and like find other boats and just like give them stuff?
Sea of Thieves.
No, that's not good pirates.
I guess it's not. Are you really a pirate if you're giving people stuff?
Is there a word that is the opposite of pirate?
I was gonna try to say pirate backwards, but I'm not smart
enough.
Rewind that. See if if it sounds right. But pirates who give stuff could be a good idea. We need to think about this.
Yeah, well, we have the video idea of us just being really nice.
True.
I don't know.
We just need to put this on a boat.
Yeah, we put it on a boat. But there's less people to be nice to on the ocean.
That is true. I would be actually legitimately terrified on the ocean if I encountered another boat.
Did you hear about that woman who was just like paddling all the way to Hawaii?
What's she doing?
Maybe it was... I didn't really look into it that much, and maybe it was made up. I don't know. But I saw something about some girl who was like on a paddle boat, and she was just paddling all the way from California to Hawaii, and she was like recording herself and was like, uploading videos and stuff, like vlogging.
How do you upload videos in the ocean?
I don't know. How do you?
She waits for a cruise ship to pass by and joins the guest Wi-Fi.
That's funny. But then there was, I think she had like some type of tracker on her, and there was like to make sure she doesn't get like.
Why are we doing this?
That's a really good video idea, though.
No, yeah.
Imagine me and you just paddling to Hawaii. But no, there was like a tracker on her, and there was like a view like of her path, and she was like way off. She was like going the wrong way, Everyone is like in the chat, like, "Uh-oh, turn right."
Uh-oh. That's so funny. Dude, have we learned nothing from Amelia Earhart, man?
Dude, I mean, why? Because she just went missing?
You need a team.
Well, that's why you put a tracker on her.
I mean, I guess.
She can't go missing.
Well, I wonder what's happening to her now. We gotta look this up after we get done with this.
I swear it's real, though. I saw multiple videos.
That reminds me of something I saw literally yesterday on TikTok, and it reminds me of something that would very possibly happen to us.
What?
So it was a guy who was, like, going to this, like, crazy hike. I wish I could remember what it was called. I think it was, like, Angel Falls or something like that, but, like, a massive, like, mountain. And
you know where it was?
No. No clue. I wish I remembered all this, but I don't.
Is it Angel Falls in Venezuela?
Possibly. I have no clue. But
I might have just made that up.
I also could be wrong about it being Angel Falls. I've got no clue. I could be lying.
Because I only say that because that's the waterfall that, like, the Up movie is, like, based off of, because it's like the 3 waterfalls.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But the video opened with, like, him talking to the lady who, like, sells tickets for the hike and stuff like that. And she was like, "We've had 3 falls in the past year." And she was like, "And when you fall here, you land hard and you don't land alive." And, like, that was how he started the video. And it was, like, immediately cuts to him, like, starting the thing. And it's, like, a vertical thing with, like, a pole that you're, like, climbing up. And he was immediately like, "No, I feel uncomfortable." And then about halfway through the video, it cuts to him walking back down the stairs to leave. And he was like, "I left. I couldn't do it."
I saw that.
Like, yeah.
I did see that.
And, like, I would probably do that, honestly. Like, there's a lot that I want to do, like skydiving and stuff like that. I don't think free climbing or anything like that is on my list. Mm-mm. I could go mountain climbing, but I need a lot of gear, and I need people there who know what they're doing.
And a goat.
True.
A mountain goat.
Ride a goat up to the top.
Yeah, that'd be so much easier.
That'd be so much easier.
I've seen videos of mountain goats, and they, like, literally climb up off of, like, nothing.
Yeah, no, I don't get that at all. I wish I could.
I wish I was a mountain
goat.
In another life.
Yeah, maybe whenever we die, we can pass on That Goes Awesome and see if eventually it makes it back to our mountain goat past, regenerated self, our reincarnated self.
What are you saying right now? So in the future, it's just going to be 2 goats?
Yeah, I mean, it already is. But
that was good.
Thank you. Okay, so I need to tie it into something we mentioned last time. Okay. I mentioned last time specifically. So the PlayStation thing happened yesterday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good. I'm not gonna lie. It was very enjoyable. However, I finished watching it extremely disappointed because it was good for a state of play, like for like a PlayStation showcase. It was really good, but it wasn't as good considering they hyped it up for 2 weeks and put it in theaters across the world. Because I feel like if I watched it in theaters, I would have been disappointed. Because, like, so they started it with, like, 8 minutes of the new Wolverine game, which I'm really excited about. And then they showed a whole bunch of, like, trailers. Every once in a while they'd show a new game. Like, they announced Until Dawn 2, that kind of thing. They announced some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
But also a lot of it was new trailers for games that had already been announced, which is always, I like seeing that, but I don't like seeing that as the majority of what's in it. And then they end it because like especially they were hyping it up that it's gonna be like an hour because they're usually like 40 minutes, and then like minute 40 rolls around and they're like, "Okay, guys, we have one last game to show you." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "We've got 20 minutes of raw, unedited gameplay footage." And I was like, "I don't give a crap what game you're about to show me. No game deserves 20 minutes of footage at a showcase that isn't dedicated to that game." Because, like, if you did it, if you later showed, like, "Hey, we're going to show you 2 minutes of gameplay here, and if you want to watch the PlayStation State of Play completely focus on this game, you can do that."
Yeah.
Because it's a new God of War, and I love God of War, so I was actually really excited to see it, but I wasn't excited to see 20 minutes of it.
Dude, that's a long time.
Yeah, and it was 20 minutes of the intro. Which means that when you
you're
play
gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah, whenever you eventually play that game, you're gonna know everything that happens for the first 20 minutes, and that was kind of lame.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
So I'm really hoping that the Summer Games Fest, which will have already aired by the time this is posted,
Friday,
ends up being better. But yeah, so I really do think GTA 6 will be there.
I don't think so.
You really don't?
I wouldn't. No, I'd be surprised.
I firmly believe it will be there because Summer Games Fest is massive. It's the second biggest show behind the Game Awards.
Okay, but nothing is as big as GTA 6.
That's true, unfortunately. But the PlayStation Showcase fully showed what's going on because almost every single game that got a release date, because all the games that like had been announced previously, but like didn't have release dates. Their trailers were showing release dates. They were all in September. Because games are trying to avoid October and November because of GTA 6, because they're going to lose money. An Xbox exclusive Fable, the new Fable game, was supposed to come out in like October or November. Specifically stated on their Twitter, they're like, "Hey, we're moving it to like February of next year because we're scared of GTA." They actually said that.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, fair enough. I wish more people would do that, because honestly, I have like 6 games that I really want to play in September now, and I don't have 6 games in September money. You feel me? Like,
yeah, that's fair enough.
But. So I'm hopefully Summer Games Fest is better, especially for me specifically, because like I was telling my dad this, even no matter how good these shows are, I will always be slightly disappointed until Part 3 of Final Fantasy VII like remake is announced, just because that is the game that I'm truly waiting for. I'm so excited for all these new things that I'm going to play them, but like until they show that, I'm always going to be slightly disappointed because that's what I want. But to get into what you're excited for, I want to be very open-minded here. Okay. So, as you know, I'm not a big Rockstar fan, and I'm really not remotely excited for GTA 6. Like
that's crazy.
I couldn't care less, and the fact that so many games are like postponing or like delaying their games is I get it from a financial standpoint, but from somebody who doesn't want to play that game, it's just a little annoying that like during that time I won't have anything to buy because they're all scared of it. So like, I'm going to be open-minded here and just let you explain why you like GTA and why you think I should be excited for it.
Okay. Well, I think I've said before that every time Rockstar releases a game, it kind of like, it feels like it revolutionizes the whole gaming industry. And I don't have like specifics of like, they do this, so game developers, but like it seems like GTA 5 released, and then all the games coming out afterwards, they like had a standard because of GTA 5, and Red Dead kind of did the same thing. And I've seen some people talking about like they're pushing Rockstar to make GTA 6 like be more expensive, be like $80 or whatever, just so other games can like make their price, which I don't really agree with that. That's stupid.
We just went up from 60. We don't need to go from 70 to 80 already.
Yeah.
And there's already been a few games who have done it.
Yeah, but when GTA 5 came out, like when it was like 2012 or something like that, 2010, I don't know, something like that. There was so much in the game that I felt like was just not seen before in other games, and I think that's the excitement behind GTA 6. More, not necessarily stuff they've shown off. It's just like the excitement behind what it could be because of Rockstar's reputation. Because like Red Dead introduced all kinds of things, like for example, like the like talking to the AIs and stuff, like, and just the NPCs and having different ways to greet just random people.
I really like that. Okay,
yeah,
it's fun.
So I think the idea of like them being able to expand upon stuff like that and add new things like Rockstar always does with their big games is what a lot of the excitement comes from. But also just if you watch the trailer, just like the graphics look so good.
We've barely seen any gameplay.
But no, the last trailer was half gameplay is what they said. It said it was 50 gameplay, 50...
Well, we'll see.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. Like, we don't know. Obviously, like, we won't know until it comes out.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just the anticipation is because of the expected promise that they always deliver. And it does. I mean, the stuff that is like leaked, I guess it just like it looks really good in terms of like we think they're going to be adding the mechanic of Red Dead where you couldn't have just a whole weapon wheel of everything, like everything was in your horse.
Like stow it.
You're going to do that like with your car.
I think that's also very cool to do.
And then the story itself, even if you say you can't go off the trailers too much for how like the game looks, the story seems like it'll be fun. It's like the first time we have a female protagonist.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be 50-50.
Yeah.
There's like Lucia or whatever her name is, and then I can't remember what the other guy's name is. But,
I would have been able to say
it's like James or something like
that. If you didn't ask me, I would have been able to say it, but now I can't think. But yeah, I'm just excited to see all the stuff they do with it, and that's why I'm really excited for the next trailer, because hopefully that does reveal a lot more of what the actual gameplay is like.
I'm hoping that the next trailer will sell me on it, because I want to be excited for it, because everyone else is. It's just like, so far, Rockstar hasn't wowed me the way it has everybody else. And I think I've played a lot of games, obviously, because like my thought process is like yes, the GTA games they're always good. Like there's really not a bad one, but like.
Yeah, Robin stuff is just fun.
True. They don't really have anything that I'm looking for that other games that do similar things don't do better for me personally. Like, I don't know if you've ever played Just Cause, but like that game, to me, it feels like GTA with a grappling hook And like to me, it's more fun than GTA without a grappling hook.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think right now what I'm most excited for is like probably the story. Mm-hmm. Because we know like Red Dead 2 is, people will say like that's like the best single player game. Like period. Like there's a lot of people that argue that because the story is so good. So I'm really hoping and I'm really believing that the story is going to be told really well.
They don't make bad stories either.
Yeah. And then I mean I personally love GTA Online because I like the grind aspect of it and I like stuff like that, and they did a lot of GTA 5 to make GTA Online go for the next like 10 years.
Yeah. I wish they would have done that for Red Dead Online too.
Yeah.
But
so I believe when GTA 6 comes out, and Online probably won't come out at the same time.
I highly doubt it.
GTA 5 Online, I think, came out probably like 6 months later or something like that. It wasn't too long, but I'm excited to see the GTA 6 Online because I really enjoyed the online portion of it, being able to like play with your friends and then just grind for money and do like your own heists and stuff. Like the missions, I usually think are really cool.
I think it's honestly kind of like the majority opinion now, from what I've seen online, for people to be more excited for the online than the story, which is kind of a bummer to me because I'm somebody who really likes single player games. I want people to be excited for the story, but like, there's, as I've said before, I think they make very good games, but for me personally, they don't make very fun games because they go so hard on detail, which really hurts it because like. This has become a really bad thing in gaming in general, which is, so one of my favorite video game series is Uncharted. So Naughty Dog is a big PlayStation studio in the last few console generations. So Uncharted 1 released in 2007.
The Last of Us, right?
Yeah, they made The Last of Us. Uncharted 1 released in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
2009 was Uncharted 2. 2011 was Uncharted 3. The Last of Us was 2013. And Uncharted 4 was 2015. So that's a game on average every 2 years, and then 3. Yeah. And then there was they did a spin-off that was originally going to be a DLC, Uncharted Lost Legacy. And then they made The Last of Us Part 2 in 2020. And now they're trying so hard on detail. We're in 2026, 6 years on, and they haven't made a new game.
Yeah, I get that, but I just really like the detail.
I mean that.
I completely agree. Like, I wish I was playing GTA 6 right now, but I'm okay with it being postponed if it's going to be really good.
My take is I don't think detail makes it good. Because, like, Red Dead 2 has so much detail in it, but I don't think the gameplay is very fun. Mm-hmm. I think the worst offender is mission structure. I think that's one thing GTA 6 really needs to fix, is Rockstar has awful mission structure, because if you walk 5 feet away from where they want you to walk, you immediately fail the mission. And it's like, oh, I can't turn to go around this building, or I'll fail the mission. When that makes more sense to me, like, objectively. Mm-hmm. They pride themselves in their freedom of, like, the open world and stuff like that, but the second you're in a mission, you're in a super linear game that gives you less choices than linear games. Like, they don't give you a lot of freedom to express how you want to play. They want you to play the way they want you to play.
Okay, maybe I definitely haven't played the GTA Online or GTA 5 story in a while, and I guess it's been kind of a longer than you since I played the Red Dead story. So I never really ran into that issue, but maybe that's just because I'm too much of a linear person.
That's very possible, because like the game clearly gives you like, hey, like this is probably the recommended path, but I've played so many games where like Hitman and stuff like that, where it's like they give you a massive like area to walk around, and you have 1,000 different ways of like doing what you want to do. And like for a game, I think Red Dead 2 gives you so much freedom outside of the missions that how linear the missions are hurts it to me. The fact that I can barely do anything else without the game kicking me out of the mission and making me restart at a checkpoint feels weird to me. Because it's like they forgot to make the game part because they were so caught up in the detail part.
Yeah, but that exact detail is what makes like the online portion so fun. Because you're able to just do whatever you want, maybe outside of missions. And then you're able to like delve into stuff. And then I think the rumor is that the map is supposed to be like at least like 3 times the size of the GTA 5 map.
That also worries me, because I feel like anytime a game developer starts talking about like size, it can be really risky. Because like the Spider-Man 2 map is like 3 times the size of the Spider-Man 1 map, and it was emptier than Spider-Man 1's map. Yeah. And like, it'll be very cool if they manage to make it. I highly doubt Rockstar is going to make a world and not absolutely fill it with stuff. But like, there's been too many open world games that like are like Assassin's Creed's a big example of this. Making a massive game where the entire thing feels the same from start to end. Yeah. And like, it shouldn't be like that. And I don't think Rockstar will be like that. I fully expect GTA 6 to be an incredible game. It's just like it doesn't have like.
You gotta play it.
I probably will, but I don't want to buy it. And if they
really
realistically, it'll probably be like every other Rockstar game and be very affordable in like 2 years. But also, it is GTA 6. I wouldn't be shocked if this is the one time they don't.
Yeah,
do
the second they release pre-orders, I am pre-ordering it.
Yeah, my fear is that they're gonna go too big with it, and they're gonna like up the price to like 100, and it's gonna make a whole bunch of other game developers think that they can make it to 100. Because my take is that I don't even think Rockstar has earned the right to put it to 100. Because like games like don't need to be constantly raising the price. We just went 60 was the unanimously what video games cost for my entire childhood until I was like 20.
Yeah.
And now suddenly we're at 70, and games in the past year have started to go to 80. And I'm like, there's nothing you're doing that is convincing me.
If there's any game company that can do it, it's definitely Rockstar.
But can does not mean they should.
No, I agree.
The issue is that their fans will buy it.
Yeah.
But their fans shouldn't buy it.
I'll buy it.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I won't, but I'm not a fan. Yeah. But like, I think it's because their fans are so like blind to like the things that could be bad. It's going to set a bad precedent for other studios. I've mentioned before, I don't think the game is going to be bad, but I firmly believe if it was bad, you wouldn't hear that it was bad. Fans would love it.
No, I think you're going to hear that it's bad anyways, even if it's good.
Some people will say that because people can't like anything.
People just hate culture.
That was another thing I noticed for the State of Play. A whole bunch of people were super negative about it. And then there was a lot of people on like Twitter who were like replying to those guys. They were like, if you watch this showcase and didn't find anything for you, put the controller down. Like, you're not a fan of video games anymore. And like, I think that's kind of like how video games have become now. Because like, you literally can't do anything without people being like, no, this game sucks.
Yeah, literally.
And like, not to like, I'm not gonna like dig deep into that, but there is the whole subculture of people who are like mad when a game goes woke because like if you play as a female character and she's not like as attractive as they want her to be, and it's just like, I play a game to play it. If the gameplay is fun, I'm in, man. Like,
those people are just weird.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of that about GTA 6 specifically. They're finally like, yes, we're getting strip clubs and gaming again, and I'm like, guys, let the gameplay be cool.
Guys, you realize you can just go to a strip club. You can
just go to one.
And it's in like 4K.
You're an adult now. You're not the 13-year-old you were whenever you played GTA 5. Like, you can go to one.
You can just go to a strip club.
Exactly. But like, that's become a really bad thing. I'm sure Summer Games Fest is going to be a cesspool of that.
I do think that is one reason people are excited about GTA 6 is the jiggle physics.
I've heard a lot of people talk about that too. And like, as someone who doesn't care about that, I don't really need it. But I'm gonna stick for just 1 second on the Rockstar hate train again. 'Cause I don't actually hate them. I think they're a very good company. It's similar to CD Projekt Red, who's been like The Witcher and Cyberpunk. Those are very good games. I don't like them very much. It just happens sometimes. This one has nothing to do with Rockstar. It has everything to do with their fans.
Okay.
I can't stand anytime any new game comes out and you see like a YouTube short or something like that of like side-by-side gameplay of this game compared to Red Dead 2. And it's just like, they're not the same game. They're not trying to do the same thing.
Well, where I thought you were going with that is, and this is something that's definitely going to happen with GTA 6. Just like the day it's out, people are going to be posting the ending on like TikTok.
I hate that. That makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But like, for example, I've been playing the new 007 game, which for the most part is getting like incredible reviews. It's definitely a Game of the Year contender. It's such a good game. But
nothing is a Game of the Year contender. If GTA 6 is coming out.
I hate that because I think there is a solid chance that there's games that have come out earlier this year that probably will be better. But the second fans get to vote for it, I see you're immediately shaking your head and you haven't played it. That's the issue.
Yeah, I know.
That's the exact issue.
That's the amount of trust I have. That's not to say that like when it comes out, I'm just going to be like blind to it if there's issues.
But name a single other 2027 or 2026 game you've played.
I don't know.
Exactly. So that's gonna be the issue. Is it will win because a whole bunch of Rockstar fans who probably spent their entire year playing GTA 5 online, waiting for GTA 6
I don't think I've played it this year.
Really?
I've probably played a little bit this year, but not really.
But like, I've played so many incredible games.
There is something to that, though.
I don't think so. I don't think blind loyalty is good.
Well, I don't even know if I necessarily call it blind loyalty, which maybe that's
Well, so
definitely
you already
part
think
of,
the game's going to win Game of the Year?
No, that's definitely part of it. But I think there is something to the fact that the game has so much value and it hasn't even came out yet. There's something to the fact that like the idea of it makes people want to play it. And there's something to the fact that people are going to play GTA 6 and not other games. Whether maybe if you have people like you who are just going to play like every game that ever comes out because you have nothing but time. Apparently,
not true.
And yeah, that's cool because if you play every game, just like if I watch every show that's ever existed, I will be able to point out like key things that are better between each different show and things I like more between different shows. But there's something to the fact that just the name of a show alone or the name of a game alone will draw people to it and make people play it. Because at the end of the day, as like a business, you're just wanting to make people play your game.
That is true. But like my take is like, imagine if like GTA 6 would have overshadowed something like Expedition 33. Yeah. I like new faces coming out of nowhere and getting a chance to shine.
Oh, I do too, for sure.
So I don't like the idea of people just blindly being like, yeah, it's gonna win. I think it will win. I'm not gonna vote for it.
But I think it should win.
That's a bad take. The game's not out.
Okay, but assuming it comes out and is good, I think it should win.
But what if it's not as good as things that have come out the rest of the year?
It is still the game of the year. Is the game of the year like this is
it's the best game?
The best game.
It is the best game of the year.
Based on what?
If people liking it.
Yeah, and more people are going to like GTA 6.
If GTA 6 comes out and is like a fine game, compared to other games that have come out this year that like are incredible. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I do think it'll probably be like a masterpiece. But if it came out and was fine, and there's other games that come out and are like actual masterpieces, they won't win because the name GTA is attached to the game.
Yeah,
if it was any other game, it wouldn't be Game of the Year.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I do.
I don't. I disagree.
Like that's my issue with Rockstar in general. Is fans like you.
you just have an issue with fans.
That is true. Like there is a blind loyalty to it, and there's just like I like this thing because of like they made it.
I'm not even saying for me, because I might enjoy another game. Let's just say it comes out. Let's say Expedition 33 came out this year, and like it's up against GTA. Even if I like Expedition 33 more. If I think it is a better game than GTA 6, I still think GTA 6 should win Game of the Year. Because
you haven't played it. That's a bad take.
Okay, just assume I've played it.
I can't assume you played it because you haven't played it.
You're missing what I'm saying. Assume I've played GTA 6 and I've played Expedition 33. They came out the same year. And I'm saying I like 33 better than I like GTA 6. I'm saying I think Expedition 33 is a better game than GTA 6. If I've played both, I still think GTA 6 should win Game of the Year.
Can you explain why?
Yes, because it is like a cultural phenomenon, the game coming out.
Hear me out. A new Call of Duty releases every year.
Yeah.
They're always in the best-selling game of every single year. Does that mean they should win Game of the Year?
No.
Exactly.
No, because that's not the... I'm not saying... Maybe there's more to it.
More
than
people
that,
like Call of Duty.
It's not just the amount of people that are going to buy the game.
No, yeah, that should never be a part of it. Which is why, like, GTA 6 will undoubtedly be the best-selling game probably ever made.
Yeah, probably.
But that should have nothing... Like, if the game isn't, like, as good as some other games, it's not going to be fair to those other games because people are going to vote for it.
Yeah, and I think that's okay.
That's my issue. I'm not going to win you over here. Because,
no,
I truly think there's a bad thing of, like, people just, like, I like this company. They can do no wrong. That's my issue with it.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
You saying that you think it should win just because it's GTA is almost exactly what you've said to me.
Because, I mean, yes. Because of literally, like, the amount of hype and the game's not even out. And
there's been a lot of games like that.
Okay, there's been a lot of games like that in your world because you're focused on video games and you pay attention to all that.
Well, that's another thing. I think Rockstar makes single-player games for people who only play stuff like Call of Duty.
Yeah, and that's why GTA 6 is almost, like, the idea of it has almost transcended video games. Like, I mean, like, it's in, like, another... Because people who don't play video games probably know that GTA 6 is about to come out.
That is true.
People that don't play video games, they don't know about Final Fantasy VII Part 3 remake.
You live in such a small bubble.
No, you live in the small bubble.
I promise you, Final Fantasy is not the small thing you think it is.
Okay, well, just any other game then. I'm saying the vast majority of people, they don't know about all these other games, but they know about GTA 6.
I really would not say the majority.
Yeah, let's go ask my mom.
Your mom does not represent always the majority. I like that take though. But like that's like my blanket standpoint is that like they make single player games for multiplayer fans, and as a single player fan, it does almost nothing better than other single player games.
My take is I think you're the niche person. You have the niche interest. You don't have the take of the average video game player.
And I don't think a person who's only played GTA 6 in a year should get to declare that GTA 6 is the game of the year.
Well, I think that's a whole different argument.
Yeah. I think if there's 6 games, if you haven't played like 3 of them, you shouldn't be able to vote.
Because you have like music awards of like when they vote for like who's the best artist of the year or whatever. Yeah. And should you not be able to vote if you haven't listened to all the artists that are nominated?
Yes.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I think that's a whole different argument.
I don't think I should be able to vote for the game awards because I haven't played everything. Will I continue to vote? Yes.
Yeah. See, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I'm saying that's a different argument than what we're arguing.
I don't like the loyalty that like Rockstar has.
But I'm not saying it's loyalty.
I'm
sure it is for a lot of people. But even if it wasn't Rockstar, if it was another game another company that was coming out with a game that like had this level of hype going into it, then I think I would have the same take. I think it does help because it's Rockstar and people trust Rockstar because of how good the past games have been.
I will agree with that, and I'll agree that about like me liking a lot of like lesser popular things. Because like, objectively, GTA 6 is like the most popular like single player game, and Red Dead's up there. But like, I know you started your conversation when you were explaining why you liked it about GTA being so like revolutionary and stuff like that. For an audience, sure, it got a whole bunch of people to play it with that people who were only playing multiplayer, that kind of stuff. But for like games in general, I would not agree. Something like Resident Evil 4, the first Resident Evil 4 created the over-the-shoulder third-person camera genre that Rockstar uses. And like stuff like that is revolutionary to me. I don't think there's anything revolutionary about Expedition 33. I think it's one of the best games ever made, but I don't think it does anything that no other game has done before it. It just does it very well.
Yeah, it does.
And
well, maybe the way they did the custom soundtrack. I think that should revolutionize video games.
I love the soundtrack.
I think all video games going forward should have an epic soundtrack
yes,
that.
I absolutely agree. But the last thing I will say about GTA, because like I honestly do think it'll be good. I think it would be really funny if it sucked. I don't want it to. Yeah. I never wish for a game to fail. But Rockstar has so much money that if the games weren't as detailed as they are, people would be mad.
Yeah, but why do they have so much money?
Because they got lucky. Like, legitimately.
Lucky? What do you mean?
Like, GTA, like, before 5 wasn't the phenomenon that 5 is.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, they've used all of their money to very slowly pump out a game like a decade almost. As someone who just wants to play games, I miss back when, like, on like the PS3 or whatever, when a game could have a sequel in like 2 to 3 years. It's the same thing with movies.
But it's like I said before, if I'm willing to wait if the game is better. And because there's so many companies making games, I don't think it matters that much if a company takes an extra few years or 5 years or however long to make another game that's better, because you have other companies that are making games in the meantime. It's not like we don't have any video games coming out.
So okay, that is true, but like, if I like a studio, I want to see them make games.
Mm-hmm.
If I was a huge fan of Red Dead 2, I would be disappointed that GTA 6 hasn't come out for 8 years after that came out. I am a big Naughty Dog fan. Yeah. I'm upset that it's been 6 years since their last game. I'm also upset that the next game they're making so far doesn't seem like what I want it to be. Mm. Which they haven't shown enough gameplay for me to really care yet, which I'm hoping they will change. But like, I think gaming has become too expensive for both developers and players to be sustainable.
I think the entire economy has become
that
too
is
expensive.
Very true. But like, it's just, I think Rockstar also pushes their devs like too hard to the point where like some Rockstar like employees are basically like, I haven't seen my family in months, and it's just like, I would rather support a studio who like very like is very friendly to their people, who makes a very good game, than somebody like that who pumps out a game every 10 years that is revolutionary but isn't like good to people.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Because like if you think about like Rockstar, like, you know, if they don't technically, but if they did release like a game every 10 years, which it's a smaller gap than that, but like close.
Yeah.
If you live to 100 years old, you'd only see 10 Rockstar games in your entire life.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to end it. But
if I die happy playing GTA 8, that's okay.
8 is pushing it.
Maybe 7.
You might get 7.
Hopefully 7. Okay.
But yeah, we'll probably see it announced, a new trailer this Friday.
Okay. I really hope so. I honestly, I don't think we will. So.
I truly do.
Okay. Well, you guys know.
True. Let us know if it's out and if it's good. Jane will probably have watched it 30 times.
Probably. Let us know what you think about our little debate right there. For once, we actually had a debate where it wasn't us given a prompt and we had to both take a side. We just actually were debating.
we debated our sides.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
I think we both got some fairly solid points for our side.
For sure.
But yeah, let us know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed us going on our little tangent for a minute there. A long minute.
It is a long minute.
But thanks for watching. Subscribe and follow on all of our platforms. You can find them in the link tree. No looker. It was still pretty bad. Audio only fans have no clue.
No, they don't.
But they do now. But I have been Christian.
I have been Jaden.
We're out.
Goodbye.